What is up, my friend? Whew, it is a beautiful day. It's a tad bit hot, and my AC is out. So we just gonna sweat through it today. Got my towel right here, got some water right there. But yeah, today we're going to talk about what you can do to improve your health. Whether you are somebody that's dealing with being overweight, somebody that is dealing with a chronic condition like type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, any of the above. These 6 moves will help you directly. So, most of the times when I give advice from my own experience and from the information that I have used to help my clients. I've been doing this for going on 5 years now. And I've found that there are 6 key pillars that when you focus on these and bolstering and solidifying the foundation of these 6 pillars, then you will be able to drastically change your health without making a bunch of small things. So, Albert, first question that I ask is, what are you detoxing from? Because depending on what you're looking to detox from and what your purpose for detoxing is going to determine what methods or techniques that you decide to use. What's going
Good
on, good
after
brother?
good afternoon, coach. Or somebody said doctor in
Somebody
here.
said,
Let,
doctor, I was like, hey, I'll
let,
take it. I'm not
let me
working on it, but
let me find out. Let me find
no, I
out.
mean,
Doctor,
eventually I might become a PhD style doctor, but
look,
I don't know, man. I don't like school that much
I
because I
hear
thought
you.
about it.
So it sounded like you were talking about whole health.
Yeah,
Is it? Hmm.
that's exactly what we're going to talk about. So the title is How to Improve Your Health in 6 Moves.
Yeah.
And I say 6 moves because I like to pull lever. I am a man of leverage.
Yeah.
I like to do the little amount for the most amount of effort or
Hmm.
benefit, least amount of effort for the most amount of benefit, right?
Most definitely.
And I found that there are 6 huge levers in a person's life that they can pull and shift to see a huge change in their health. So back to this brother who asked about detoxing. So he says he's trying to detox from turkey and juice. So I don't know what you mean by juice.
That,
However, what I will say is if you're going to detox, the easiest way to detox is to fast. Doing a juice fast, a water fast is going to be one of the easiest ways to detox.
yeah. Not only that, but it's the most natural way to detox. The body will naturally detox. A lot of people say, "Ooh, I want to detox. I want to detox. What supplement should I take? What this should I take?" Your body naturally detoxes, and the individual who I am Jay appreciate that. But yeah, these 6 pillars, man. I mean, well, good.
So,
Just
so I'm
going
a,
from that
I'm
question.
I'm a, I'm a run down the 6 pillars off the rip for those who just are just jumping in.
I mean, I'm gonna throw them in there. Hookah, twerking on the weekends, not getting good sleep. That
Don Julio.
Don Julio and his cousins, Tila Tequila, all of that. It sounds like those are somewhere in those 6 pillars, sir. So
Man,
I'm excited to
man,
learn.
you knew it right on the head. So the sister that asks how long to juice for or how long to fast for, that's going to be determined upon how much healing you need to do.
Mm.
So you can juice fast, you can water fast for 3 to 5 days comfortably. And when I say comfortably, before your body really goes into a deep cleaning, and then adding the juice fast, you can do that for up to 14 days. I've known people that have done it for 30 or longer.
I will say the advice that I've given people on that, because yes, you can, but if it's your first time ever, not
Yeah,
you 37 years old, you ain't never missed a meal in your
it's
life,
going
then
to be
the
hard.
no diddy, but it will be. And on top of that, it's more of the lines of it's okay to just do a 24-hour fast. It's okay to just do a 72 or a 56-hour fast or whatever the case is. 48 hours, 24 hours, 72 hours. Start off from there and work your way up to getting to that point, but also change your lifestyle in the process, which I know coach is going to really harp on in this situation. But if you find yourself in a position where, oh, I'm a fast, make sure you're fasting for the right reasons and have the intention behind it.
Yes, and then if you do fast, change your ways. And when I mean your ways, your eating habits, your movement habits, because it doesn't make sense to do an oil
Mm,
change and then pour the old oil back into the car.
yeah. So the Don
That
Julio can't go back in there.
yeah, no, that don't make sense. So for those that want the quick and easy answer to what are the six levers of the six pillars, the first pillar is to detoxify your life.
Detox.
And when I mean
Mm,
detoxify your life, don't detoxify your body. Don't only detoxify your body.
huh.
Detoxify your life is pillar number one. Pillar number
Please.
two is eat nutrient rich foods that are low in calorie. Pillar number three, properly hydrate your body. Pillar number four, get enough quality sleep. We're going to go deeper into each one of these pillars, but I want to get them out the way for those who are only in here for a half a minute. Pillar number five, move your body every single day. And pillar number six is my man's specialty, which is why he's on this live right now, which is manage your stress and your mindset. Because if you don't manage your stress and your mindset, you could have done all of these other things correctly and you still gonna be lost in the sauce.
Hmm.
So to answer a couple of the questions that were in here, how often should we fast? That's an individual
Here's the
answer.
answer. As often as it takes. As general as that question is, the general answer is as often as it takes. That's the answer. That means so much, right? You could be a person where you don't need to fast that often. But fasting is a part of the natural process of the body. We just strayed away from it because of just the societal norms. But technically, your body's fasting at least once a day because that's why we break fast in the morning. So it's about managing that process.
Didn't mean to type. Yep, well, let me try that again. So I'm glad you were talking. So go
Yeah,
ahead, keep talking. Keep
yeah.
keep talking for a second while I type this message.
So along the lines of fasting, right? Potatoes, rice, recommend. Purple potatoes, get the Japanese potatoes, brown rice, black beans, anything rich in colors. You want to stay away from that white stuff. And white potatoes ain't gonna do nothing for you. White rice, damn sure ain't gonna do nothing for you. Make sure you're eating the rainbow. And not damn Skittles, because I know y'all will do that. Um, is pushing wheelchairs at the airport and gym
Nope,
3 times a week
nope,
too much
nope.
for a 73-year-old woman? I just seen a video of a 80-something-year-old bodybuilder woman. She breaking records. She used to be a realtor, and she would walk up and down the stairs or whatever the case is, and she started the process of doing bodybuilding, and she's right now in the process. She's just breaking records everywhere.
Yeah.
It, it, look,
So to dive deeper into that, because you're pushing wheelchairs at the airport, that is your normal everyday activity. So your body has become used to that. So you working out at the gym 3 times a week, you still need that because your body has gotten accustomed to the work that you do. That's
yeah,
why you can see people that work in construction and they're doing manual labor, lifting up stuff, beating on stuff all day, and they still fat. It's because their bodies
mhm.
have become accustomed to that level of activity and movement, so it's not burning any additional
Yeah.
calories.
Somebody said I
And
saw a 90-year-old, 90-something-year-old partying in Ibiza, goals. See, the thing about it is this: you go to the gym. A lot of people want to work out for the aesthetic. A lot of people want to get in shape. A lot of people want to be. A lot of people want to look good, right? But
mm-hmm.
looking good and feeling good and being good are entirely different things. We know that we know that bodybuilders might look strong, but they're not really as strong as a power lifter. So just in the aspect, the aesthetic might look like something, but you really want to focus on whole health. Whole health,
Absolutely.
which is something that coach has to offer, within this giveaway, but it's focusing on where's your mind at? Where's your sleep at? Like that 90-year-old, I guarantee has a full process of how they live life.
Yeah,
And what we
absolutely.
need And I'll leave it at this. What we need to stray away from is because grandma might be smoking a pack of cigarettes a day and doing what all she doing doesn't mean that you still have the same
Oh,
capabilities that
there you
Granny
go.
did. Because Granny didn't have Uber Eats. Granny didn't have all this processed foods that we have. Granny was outside working. Your ass is in the house. So
Big facts, big facts. And on that same note, just because you get older doesn't mean you have to age. Aging and getting older are not synonymous, they're not equivalent. That's why you can see somebody like a Chef Babette and some of these other elders that are just as active and fit, if not more active and fit, than people in their 20s and 30s.
yeah, somebody asked where's the other guy. We just wanted to do. I wanted to get on here with Coach because I know he's giving this.
So, yeah,
He's doing this giveaway. We're still doing Minds of Men tomorrow, so tune in to
yeah,
that crazy
yeah.
ass
So, this,
thing.
this, this isn't Minds of Men. This is just a health talk with me and Wayne.
Yeah,
And since we're both vegan and promote the same lifestyle, it only made sense for the two of us to get in here.
yeah.
So let's dive a little bit deeper into these six pillars of health, these foundational levers that when you start to pull on and manipulate, you're going to see the most change in your life. And we'll start with the first one being detoxify your life. Most people mean that they need to eliminate the toxins in their body, which we talked about that briefly. Our bodies will naturally detoxify itself. However, the same way you have to do an oil change, you have to do a tune up, you have to change the filters in your car, the oil filter, the air filter, the fuel filter. Our bodies have filters. Our lungs is our air filter. Our kidneys and our liver are the fuel and the oil filter, right? So when you get an oil change, they put a new filter on there. So you
Mhm.
essentially have a new filter where we aren't able to change the filters in our body, but they are able to regenerate. And I brought that up to say if you leave the reason why we do these updates is because filters can get clogged up with overuse. So even though you have a liver, you have kidneys that filter out your blood and filter out the toxins, when you are inundated or overloaded, for an easier word, when you're overloaded with toxins, you make those organs work even harder to the point where they're not able to filter out all of the toxins.
Mhm.
So this is why I say detoxify your life, because when you detoxify your life, you put less stress on the organs that are designed to already detoxify you. Well, the next question you're going to ask is how do you detoxify your life? First thing you have to do is remove the toxins that you are bringing into your home, because we already have a level of toxicity in our environment that we will never be able to get rid of. We can't get rid of the air toxins. We can't get rid of the toxins in the water outside of, actually, we're going to hit on that one a little bit, but we have natural toxins that come in. So why buy things that have toxins in them? So when I say detoxify your life, I mean look at everything in your household, everything that you come in contact with, and get rid of those that are full of toxins. Well, what are you talking about? Let's use the most common thing: lotions, hair care products, body care products. They're full of chemical compounds. And the biggest organ that we as humans have is
Mhm.
our skin.
Yeah.
So anything in our skin is permeable, which means that things can penetrate and get into it. That's why they have some medicines that you can put on your skin and you'll get there. Or they, what was it? Some of the chemicals that they like. You better touch these with gloves,
Mhm.
otherwise
Mhm.
you're gonna be messed up.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's as simple as like this individual saying clear your cabinets, buy Whole Foods. There's a lot of things that we don't pay attention to, just like even the candles that we use.
mhm,
You know, dealing with that. It's great that you touched on skin because yeah, a lot of people don't understand that the skin has it has so many indicators. It is the largest organ and it's the only one outside. You know, so very important that we monitor the soaps that we use, the lotions that we use, the cleaning supplies that we have in the house. Anything that your body's going to be exposed to in there, very vital that you clean that up. And also an aid in cleaning up the air quality of your home is my favorite. Get you some plants. Get
get
you
you
that
some plants
snake
in an air
plant.
filter and
Yeah.
an air purifier. Like an air purifier will help with a lot of those that are the chemicals or the toxins that are moving through the air, right?
Hmm.
So we talked about some of these products that you can bring into the house, meaning the easiest ones to see: the cleaning products Wayne mentioned, and the self-care products. The cleaning products I was going to go to next, but he hit it. It's super simple. The next way that you're introducing toxins into your body are the foods that you're choosing to eat.
Hmm.
The most toxic latent foods are the ultra processed foods. Why? Because most of them are they contain chemical compounds that our bodies do not recognize and realize as food.
Hmm.
So when you're eating these food-like substances, your body's having to work extra hard to filter them out and get them out of your body. And then you're already constipated, so your body's having the chance to reabsorb all of these toxins that it's trying to get rid of. Man, this thing is going multifaceted real quick. So the other way that you are ingesting toxins are by eating GMO or conventionally grown fruits. Now, I do talk about eating conventionally grown fruits more than just than conventional, because for most people, eating everything organic is outside of their price range. And I don't want to tell you to do things that are unsustainable.
Unless you
So
go to self checkout, then you're good. Just that's because that's what I do. Ring up your grapes as chickpeas if you have to. Damn it, whatever it takes. Just make sure you make it. Or ask old girl with the EBT card. You know it's half off. I don't know why y'all be acting like you can't. You know how to get the Debbie cakes. All right, so use that same terminology and say, okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get the fresh fruits. Farmers markets are a little bit less expensive, especially if you know how to speak Spanish in Houston. They'll really get you a discount. There are local farmers. There are individuals where you can buy off from them. Everybody has access to clean food. Now,
absolutely,
I get that things are expensive now at this point, but you're either gonna pay on the front end or you're gonna pay on the back end. And when you pay on the back end, it's gonna be a big ass
absolutely.
hospital bill, and you don't want them problems.
Mm-mm. So somebody said, explain ultra processed foods and GMO. Great question. Ultra processed foods are very simple. It's in a package, pre-packaged. It does not look like anything in nature. And when you look at the ingredients, there are more than seven of them. That's my criteria. If it has more than seven ingredients, it's ultra processed.
Like a honey
And
bun.
most of the ingredients are going to have scientific style names.
Yeah.
It's not going to say orange and apple. It's going to say sodium phosphate. It's going to say hydroxide flafafaflaf,
Mm.
or whatever it all is. Dry beans are cheap.
Is
Yes,
a honey bun ultra processed?
a honey bun is ultra processed. I don't know anything in nature that looks like a honey
So
bun.
what if you microwave it for 10 seconds and
That
is it still
that just means that you made it nice and soft. It makes it a little bit
I
more delectable, but
I ain't had a honey bun in a minute, in a long about 8 years. But ooh, I know the feeling. I know the feeling.
yeah,
Ooh, I know it
yeah.
got
No,
some of y'all in a
you say
chokehold.
8 years, man. It's been man, honey bun. We talking about almost 15 years plus for me, man. So the closest thing I get is a cinnamon roll from some of these vegan
Yeah,
restaurants.
Cinnaholic is ridiculous. I don't even want to. Oh, we don't even get me started. Cinnaholic is just you can't even finish the whole damn cinnamon roll thing because
You
it's
know,
just
that thing too sweet.
yeah.
So yeah, pay from the front end, absolutely.
Walmart mangoes versus Sprouts mangoes. Now, I would love to. I'd love to dive into this one real quick. Um, I think honestly, I think Walmart would probably have more better produce than Target. To be honest with you, but it's really it really just depends on where you're at. You got to look at the boxes. You got to look because sometimes you'll get places to where like the restaurant that I go to is called HEB. HEB will have the same boxes on the bottom that Walmart has. I just I'm bougie. So because people walking around with carts with the baby 7 years old got a diaper on in the cart at Walmart, I just don't trust my fruit around the baby. That's all. It's just me. It's just me. It's the same damn mango to be honest with you, but
I'm
it's just
and I
I'm good on
concur.
that.
I concur. Most of so people they try to downplay Walmart. So I need everybody to understand this. We live in a society where the food is all coming from the same place.
Mm-hmm.
There's only so many places where you can get mango when mango's not in season in America. So if you are a food store or food chain and you want to have mangoes, you're likely all going to the same supplier. You're just charging a different price because of how your store looks. Now, I will say I have noticed that the produce from Walmart does go bad a little bit quicker than the other places, but I only attest that to them buying things that are a little bit
Yeah.
older.
And storage.
That's it. That's literally
Yeah.
it. It's how long they've been stored. Because when I go to Publix, it's the exact same Chiquita bananas that are at
Mm-hmm.
that are at Walmart.
I know somebody named Jakita. She used to be a strip. Yeah, so it's really based off of storage. It's based off of like they might say it's fresh, but how long has it been fresh? Like, it's really based off of those factors.
So the
Um,
part of the reason also I need a lot of people to understand the reason that Walmart can get things as cheap as they are is because of how much they are buying. So most people that are talking about all of these different foods don't understand supply chain and buying at bulk or having a big enough contract that you can determine the rate that you're going to pay for something.
Most
There
definitely.
is not a store chain, grocery store chain in America as big as Walmart. So they do not have the same buying power. And I can say that with all assurity because no matter what state I go into in this country, there will be a Walmart. HEB ain't in every state.
Crazy
Publix
enough,
ain't in every state.
that's how I gauge like where I'm at. Like if you want to know what type of people you're gonna be around in the city or the state that you go, just go into Walmart. I guarantee you have the pulse of the entire city of the type of people that you're gonna be dealing with. I went to a Walmart in Oklahoma. You know what? We're not even gonna get into it. But if you like Mario Kart, then Oklahoma's the place for you. So do you want to continue on phase one of the six pillars, or would
You
you
know,
want to shift to the
no,
second
no,
one?
no, no. That's a good transition. So we're talking about the six pillars of health. The first one is to detoxify your life. That means to eliminate all of the toxins that you can possibly eliminate, meaning the things that are in your self-care products, your cleaning products, and your food. Those are the quickest and easiest ways to detoxify your life. The second pillar is to eat nutrient-rich, low-calorie foods. What are nutrient-rich and low-calorie foods?
Fruits and
Whole
vegetables.
foods that come from plants. That means fruits, vegetables,
Yeah,
whole grains, legumes, beans, nuts, seeds.
yeah,
All of
yeah.
these things are high in nutrients and lower in calorie.
Chinese restaurant French fries will not get it done,
Nah,
unfortunately. They will not get it
not,
done.
nah,
And you know
that's not.
what? And what I need y'all to really understand is because vegans love their fries, right? They're fried. What type of oil are they using when they fry these foods?
I don't care.
I
I don't care. At the end of the day, we're talking to people that have health issues, and we're not. I'm not talking to vegans. I'm not.
well,
I'm
I
not
just
talking to healthy people. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No. So I say that. I say that to say that if you're having health issues, I don't care what kind of oil they frying it in. It's liquid fat, so you need to avoid it.
you need to leave it alone. That's really what I was getting to. I was getting to the fact that any like fried foods, me, I'm a very healthy individual. And it's getting to the point to where I'm so healthy that there are foods that I have to eliminate myself, and those I can't do fried food anymore. Like I had a fried oyster mushroom, and it was not a good day for me. But harping on whole foods, and you talked about beans and legumes, and somebody said it in the comments before, dried beans, like your dried chickpeas and your black beans and your black eyed peas or whatever the case is, so much better than everything else. So much
Not
better.
forget so much better, because somebody brought up cost when they were talking about food.
It's
So
cheap as
the
hell.
the most inexpensive foods that you can get are whole grains and your dry grains and your dry nuts and seeds and your legumes and beans, because you can get quinoa, wild rice, brown rice, very inexpensive. A bag of
Mhm.
lentils, a bag of chickpeas is $1, 25 most places. Maybe $1.50 now with inflation.
Yeah. Yeah. She said fried foods aggravate her vagus nerve. I'm in Texas
Yeah.
and it aggravates my vagus nerve, and I'm all the way over here, so I get it. I understand. But we will have to talk about that Tuesday in hacking your
My,
vagus nerve. That's going to be a topic that we're going to talk about Tuesday too.
yeah.
But yeah, Whole Foods, Whole Foods. So give me what would be a just a brief synopsis of staying on a whole foods diet, breakfast, lunch, snack, dinner. What you
Oh,
thinking?
that's super simple. And I'll say, and I'm not going to give you foods. I'll give you dishes:
Hmm.
smoothie and fresh fruit for breakfast,
Yeah.
super salad for lunch or for dinner, and for lunch you'll have a mixed roasted vegetable grain bowl. Ideally enough, well, not ideally enough, interestingly enough, guess how the meal plan is set up that's a part of the coaching program?
Just like that.
Smoothies and fruits for breakfast,
Mm.
grain bowls or pasta style bowls for lunch, and salads and soups for dinner. This is designed because it's going to, one, work with your circadian rhythm and the way your body digests food to help you get maximum absorption and sleep.
Yeah. So what Coach Rob is harping on is he's doing a giveaway for the individuals who came in. So if you just comment giveaway, you'll get a message to be drawn in the giveaway. You got to do a few other things, but he's doing a giveaway for his program. Somebody need that in there, so that's why we're doing this. We want to make sure that we can not only aid the masses but get everybody involved. I really want to go plant-based, but I'm always craving. Well, girl, let me tell you something. You know what,
Comment the word giveaway.
I'm not even gonna
Comment the
say
word
it.
giveaway. I'm gonna come back to that in a second, but my man Dark Side here is saying lion. He's typing lion's mane the way that I imagine Terrence Howard would say
Come
lion's mane.
on, man. Come on, Lions, man. So dark
Lion's
side.
mane is perfectly fine. No matter, I mean, and I'm not going to tell you how to cook it. If you're healthy, cook it how you want to. I just advise people to be mindful of the additional oils. And if you're pan searing it, go ahead because you can pan sear with vegetable oil. You don't need, I'm not vegetable oil with vegetable broth. You don't need oil to pan sear things. You don't need oil to cook at all.
Boy, dark side. So dark side had a restaurant in San Diego. Everything was good. Everything was good over there, boy. Mate, the food was so good you had to take your shoes off so you could rub your feet together when you
Mm.
ate. Oh my God. Boy, that was something serious.
Mixed
Yeah.
vegetables from a Chinese restaurant. So mixed vegetables from a Chinese restaurant is going to be a healthier option than going to McDonald's. So what I teach my clients, it's about making the healthiest choice you can make in that moment. I don't teach people to be perfectly healthy because I'm not perfectly healthy. It's unideal in the world that we live in. There's going to be a situation where you have to eat something that is not the healthiest. Wayne
Hmm.
just talked about how he ate a fried oyster mushroom sandwich. As soon as you put that oyster mushroom in oil, it became less healthy than it was before the oil, than if
Yeah.
you had just baked it or stir fried it.
As soon as you
So
cook a food, really.
I was just talking to a client the other day who was traveling, and she was like, I haven't been able to follow the meal plan. So I said, okay, so what choices are you eating? Well, I'm eating what's available. No, that's not what
Mm-mm.
we do.
Popeyes is available.
You can look at your meal plan and go to a restaurant and get foods that look like foods on your meal plan. It's that simple. So I just told somebody to go to Chipotle, and I'm like, oh, Chipotle. Go to Chipotle, get you the brown rice, the black beans, the roasted
Roasted
and the
veggies.
roasted veggies.
Uh-huh.
And if you want a protein source, get the sofritos because it's made out of soy.
And get the guac, but see if you can somehow you can get that for free. You be like, hey, is it guac? And they'll be
No,
like, no, I don't want no guac no more.
when you get a vegetable bowl, guac is
Guac
free.
is free, ain't it? Damn show damn hell is, ain't it? Yeah, I should
I
get
really
that.
want to go
Okay.
plant based, but I am always craving. So Woodsy Woo, oh,
What's the
you're
word?
always craving meat. So the meat craving is a biological and psychological thing because you haven't had it in a while. And there may be a deficiency that you
I
have. Or
will
it
say,
may be the fact that you've been eating meat for so long, so now you have some intestinal worms and things that are causing that craving. Most of the times when we have craving, it's because our digestive
uh,
system is off.
Or it's the fact that you miss eating meat. Because I'll tell you, 5 years in, maybe 4 years into me being vegan, I'm deployed on a ship, and the food's all around me, right? So it's just like me having to. I was eating food out of a can just to maintain myself being vegan and as healthy as I could be. But they would like send these care packages with beef jerky in it. I'm from Texas. God damn it. I love me some beef jerky when I was young. And I would literally tell them, I said, give me the bag. Let me smell it real quick. Okay, go, move, get away from me. Because I missed it, but at the same time, there's this, and we're gonna talk more about it. There's a psychological process that you have to go through to where it's just like, am I eating for taste or am I eating for nourishment? Now the food
Ooh,
might
we
taste
talked about that.
good, yeah, but what is it going to do for your body? And honestly, when it goes to nutrition, my basic approach when it comes to what I eat is, what are you eating? Why are you eating it? And what is it doing to your body? When we think about that in the process of, we fail to make those decisions. What you got, Coach?
No, I was just going to pause you there because what you're talking about is part of the mindset.
Hmm. Yeah, that's all I talk about. You see, I can't
No,
even
no, no,
help
no,
it.
no, no.
I
I
can't
completely
even
get it
help
because
it.
it just ties in how we have to shift how we think in order to truly make the change in how we eat. Because when you use that framework or those line of questionings to make the decision on what you're going to eat, it changes everything.
Mm.
So when you had use the right framework or mindset to make your decisions, it helps. So I need execution and accountability. Well, to intimately yay, comment the word giveaway, click the link and actually submit your email to sign up, and we'll get you all the execution and accountability.
So,
Because the 12-week coaching program, I don't do anything. I am up from I don't do anything except guide you. I give you the tools and the guidance on how to implement those tools into your lifestyle. All of the work and honest is on you. Now,
mhm.
I am there to be accountable and to help you with the execution and drawing up the strategy plan and checking in with you to make sure that it's going as we like, and then we make necessary changes along the way.
So we've already touched on detoxifying the body. We've already touched on nutrient dense.
On your pro. So, yep. So we talked about detoxifying the body, nutrient-rich foods. The next thing is to properly hydrate your body. And when I say properly hydrate your body, most people thinks that just means drink a bunch of water. I will be the first person to tell you, unless you are doing a lot of strength training, a lot of cardio, please stop drinking a gallon of water a day. Please. Water in and by itself does not hydrate the body. Water is meant to cleanse the body. Because if you do not have the right minerals in your bloodstream, the water is not able to get into the cells to be hydrated. So how much water should you drink is going to be one question. Then where are you going to get the hydration if you're not drinking water, if it's not from water? Well, the amount of water that is recommended for you to drink is half your body weight in ounces. And I'm doing simple math. If you weigh 100 pounds, you need to be drinking 50 ounces of water. So if that's 200 pounds, 100 ounces of water. Why is water by itself not hydrating? Well, water needs sodium, magnesium, and potassium in order to be used and hydrate the body. So how do you get hydration if you're not drinking water? Super simple. Eat nutrient-rich foods that already have the vitamins in it, so the water that you drink can be hydrating, and eat foods that are high in water content. Because when you eat those foods in higher water content, you're going to be getting the vitamins that you need to hydrate your body. So, what are foods are high in water content? Melons, not just watermelon, all melons, honeydew, cantaloupe, berries, grapes, strawberries, any of those, all of your citrus fruits, cucumbers, all
Did
of
you
your
know
greens.
cucumbers and watermelons are the same family?
Yeah.
And also, quick question while we on it. Is water wet? I've been trying to figure it out. Okay. And then also, A caveat to what Coach said. If you are dehydrated, go drink you some damn water. Like, if that's the first thing you can find, go drink you some water. He's not saying stray away from drinking water. If you're drinking water and it's helping you through the process, that's great. But also understand that there are more nutrient dense filtrations or hydrating tools that you can have in regards to, like, when I juice watermelon, mint, and lime is ultra hydrating. It is ridiculous in regards to hydrating. I don't even want to drink anything else. I don't even like watermelon. I'm telling you, I can't even say that no more. I can't even say that no more because when I juice watermelon, I got one over there now, but when I juice
You still
watermelon, it
finding
is a different.
watermelon?
You say what?
You still finding watermelon?
Yeah, I got one more. I got one more.
Man,
I feel like it's the Holy Grail because I ain't. I got. I'm
cause
about to pop it open
down here
today.
they is over
Yeah,
with. So real
I got
quick, because somebody asked, what are you consuming for B12 if it's been years not eating meat?
fortified food.
Um, Fortified foods, chlorella, spirulina. Most of your sea vegetables are going to have B12 in it,
Yeah,
or just get
yeah.
fortified foods. In worst case scenario, buy a supplement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all the ghetto girls, Spirella, Corella, Coretta, get them in your system and you'll be all right. B12 is not, and also make sure you get your. And I'm telling everybody this. Everybody, if you're watching this, whether you're trying to get signed up for the program or what, or not, make sure you know what your blood panel looks like. Make sure you know what your deficiencies are.
Mm-hmm.
That way, you can actually work towards, getting that situated. What you say? We
Yeah,
got
coconut
some.
water is actually good as well.
Yeah,
Peace to you.
yeah,
Yep, one is sugars. All right. So I'm going to skip past all these comments. I'll let you keep up with the comments,
yeah.
and we'll get back to it.
Somebody said something about my
Now
mama in here.
I am doing the giveaway, but don't think that you have to wait on the giveaway to get a spot because anybody that decides to enroll while this giveaway is going on, they will get a 25% discount. So if you are in the financial position to not need the giveaway, because I really did it for those in a financial need, book your strategy call now.
She said, "Help the
All right.
big girls out." She ain't a lady if she ain't 280. I be trying to tell people that first and foremost. Now, we trying to get y'all a little bit lower, but you still a lady in my book, man. Man, I think she said three bones is what she was pushing. So we gonna get you right. We're gonna
Okay.
get you right, man.
Yeah, well, we definitely, and we'll see. Part of it comes with the mentality of changing how you reward yourself. Because I read your comment about rewarding yourself with saying I deserve wings. I can see how that's a thought pattern. You deserve delicious food, but not necessarily
Not
wings. Because
necessarily
you
wings.
you want to eat foods that are building your body, not hurting your body. So now we've talked about pillar number one, detoxifying your life. Pillar number two, eating nutrient-rich foods. Pillar number three, being properly hydrated. Pillar number four, move your body every single day. That's
Oh,
going to look different for different people.
notice how he didn't say exercise. He didn't say exercise. And the main reason I'm glad that he doesn't say exercise, and it's actually more towards the mindset thing too. A lot of people stray away from and are scared of or have a traumatic response when you say workout, when you
Yeah.
say go to the gym, when you say exercise, when you say anything. So moving your body is something that we all do. Now, some of y'all, you moving your body in other ways and you act like you can't work out. You was twerking on
Well,
the
well,
weekend.
no, some of y'all don't move your body enough. Most of
Yeah,
the
there's that
average
too.
American lives a very sedentary lifestyle, meaning that you sit still. The most movement that you get is getting up to go to the bathroom, getting up to go to the refrigerator, getting up to get in your car to go to work, to sit down at your desk at work, to come home after work and sit down and watch TV or do whatever else you're doing, but you're sitting while doing it. Now, I know that's not everybody, but that's a good majority of the people that we're talking to.
Yeah.
And that's why I said movement is going to look different for everybody. Because movement for Wayne is going to be different than movement for me.
Movement for me is in the gym for 2 hours at 5 o'clock in the morning trying to get it in. But movement for someone just starting out, and I'm glad that she says that she's walking her dogs 2 times. What dogs 2 times a week? What is that? Are you
Okay,
two times a week? Girl, you better be walking
so
them dogs more than that. They need to be walked a little
so
bit
here so
longer.
here's the thing. So walking your dog is cool. Getting additional, so there's a
That's the
scale.
issue. mind, body, soul, plant.
Here is my made up scale on the moment. If you are completely sedentary, getting up to do some walking is absolutely the movement that you need. If you already do walking as a part of your everyday routine, you need, not need, I am going to stop saying what you need to do. It is in your best interest, or if I can coach you, it is up to you to now do more movement than just that walking.
Mhm.
So do a yoga, do some stretching. Why is this important? Several different reasons. One, the more movement you have, the more activity you have, the more calories that you burn. When you do this movement in a way that builds muscle, now you're also improving your metabolism while also improving your cardiovascular rate, while also improving the way that your blood is able to function in its viscosity, meaning the how easy it is to move through your body. It also affects your blood vessels and veins, how they're able to contract or restrict. Move in and go out. Dang it, my words ain't wording right now. I'm hot.
Ain't
As you
words,
can
ain't words.
see, I keep wiping this sweat, man. They ain't coming to fix my
Come
AC
on,
yet.
keep sweat. They'll get it together. They'll get it together sooner or later.
Man.
But the main thing is, like Coach is saying, movement is very simple. Movement is very simple and it's very intentional. But a lot of times we put ourselves in a position where we'll just stay in one spot. Like I know you get off work and a lot of people try to calculate their steps at work and say, okay, well these attest to what it is that I'm doing. And I mean, you moving, but
No, no,
in regards,
I'm not even. Nope, nope.
you
Because
you
if you do the same movements every single day, your body's used to it, so it doesn't count as movement.
your body goes into a plateau. So what happens is, say I'm doing push-ups. Say I'm doing push-ups. I do 100 push-ups a day. All I do is 100 push-ups a day. I do those 100 push-ups a day for 30 days. Day one, it's going to be a lot harder than day 30. Day 30 is going to be easy as hell. Day 90 is just a regular day for me. Day 325 of me doing 100 push-ups is just like, okay, well, my body's used to this at this point. It's going to hit a plateau at some point. It just, everything does. Everything does because it gets your body gets used to it.
Yep.
So if you're just walking up and down or whatever the case is, yeah, your body's going to get you, but you got to move around. You got to move around.
And so with movement, let's make it fun. So if you're somebody who doesn't like working out, put on your favorite music and dance like your life depends on it for 30
Even
minutes.
if you ain't got no rhythm, because
I don't care
I'm
what you look like dancing. The idea of the movement that you're doing is to do one of two things, if not both things. Increase your heart rate and break a sweat.
twerk
If
some.
the movement that you're doing is not giving you those two things, you need more movement.
Food is the reason for a smell. Plants and veggies that digest well, no smell. Hmm. So,
I'm not gonna say no smell, but it improves as you detoxify your body and you eat foods that are naturally cleansing a lot of the heavy metals and the toxins out of your body. That's where a lot of the smell comes from. However, underneath your arms, there's always going to be bacteria that wants to create smell.
yeah, so
So
military background. I was around individuals who didn't have a clean diet, I should say. And when you have a diet of Slim Jims, Takis, and Red
Red Bull,
Bulls, then the smells that will come out of these people, I thought somebody was dead, just not no longer here with us. Which brings me to, if you really want to talk about smells and hygiene, are you paying attention to your poop? Very important that you do that. Like it will gauge a lot of different things. Healthy poop means a healthy person. So kind of helps out a little bit. Somebody say, "Oh Lord." I went raw. Oh,
you know,
raw vegan. Never mind.
they
Go
went
ahead.
raw vegan. So I mean, you're definitely going to see an improvement. I live in Florida. Ain't no way in the world. I don't care how clean I eat. I ain't never gonna be walking around without no deodorant on.
Yeah.
That's just me. However, if it's working for you, do you. But I don't want to get lost in the sauce. Comment the word giveaway. I'm giving away one spot in my 12-week coaching program where we go deeper and I teach you how to implement these 6 pillars of health into your life
Like
to make it fit for you.
You like Willy Wonka of fitness at this point. You got one golden ticket. You just trying to. I get it. I understand.
Yep.
Give away one
Yeah.
word. You give
Yeah. Yeah.
away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not
Giveaway
that's a
is one
sentence.
word. Giveaway is one word, please. Because if you don't put it as one word, you're not going to get the automated
That's
message.
something I would have did because I went to public school. But it'd be
That's
like
all
that.
right.
So we.
I've had to send some out to other people, but because we're on this live, I'm not going to see the people that typed
Mhm.
giveaway. So type it as it is, or DM me directly the word giveaway, and you'll still get the automated.
So
So
we're on pillar number 5, sir.
we're on pillar number five. Pillar number five, and this is one that I need in my life right now. That's why my eyes look like this. Quality sleep.
I,
I am a human. I have not been getting my quality sleep. Okay. What do I mean by that? I am stressed to the gills and my AC is out. So these last couple of days, sleep has been non-existent. But before this last few months, I'm going through a lot of stress, whether it be financial, the stuff with the custody of my children. I'm under a lot of stress, so I haven't been getting quality sleep. Don't be like me. The
look
reason
at my.
oh man, I'm so jealous of you, man. I don't care what's going on in your life. You sleep like a baby. I think that's either being the middle child of however many kids you are, or the military in you. I don't know which one it is.
I'll let you finish because sleep is one of my favorite subjects, but I'll let you go.
Yeah, no, so I'll give the reasons, but then I'll let you give on how. So the reason why sleep as is as important as it is, all of the things that you've done up to this point, eating nutrient-rich foods, detoxifying your life, moving your body, staying hydrated, is pointless without sleep because all of those things are creating an internal environment for your body to be able to heal itself and filter out the bad cells that need to be replaced and give your body the nutrients to build healthy new cells. Well, guess when all of that process happens? It doesn't happen when you're moving around. It doesn't happen when you're on the toilet. It don't happen when you're in the gym. So Wayne goes to the gym 2 hours a day and works out hard. That's not when he's building his muscle. That's when he's breaking his muscles down and showing them that, hey, I'm putting extra load on you, so you know that you need to do something different. The
Preach,
actual
Pastor.
building of his muscles, the actual repairing of your cells happens in your sleep. And not just in your sleep, it happens when you are in deep sleep. Not REM, not half sleep, but deep sleep. So that's why I said quality sleep, not just the amount of sleep you get, because I'm getting a lot of sleep right now, but it's not quality sleep. So you need quality sleep. How can somebody be quality sleep, Wayne?
Man, let me tell y'all something. First of all, I just woke up from a nap. Let me tell you what. Ooh, if there's one thing I love on this earth is sleep. Oh my God. Okay, so quality sleep looks like intentional rest, right? Intentional rest looks like scheduled rest. You can schedule your whole day out. You can schedule when you're supposed to go to work, when you're supposed to take care of them funky ass kids, when you're supposed to call that man or that woman or whatever the case is. But why don't you have your sleep schedule? Why are you in your bed at
Mm-hmm.
9? You're in your bed at 9:30. You don't go to sleep till 1 a.m. And I know I'm talking to somebody in here. And when I find you, I'm gonna really yell at your ass. But you are not resting. You are not intentionally resting. Now, in regards to the second sleep theory, if we want to look into that, you're supposed to take a damn nap. You're supposed to take a nap. I take naps every day I can. I take siestas. I was in Spain for 2 years. They shut the whole city down for a little bit. I will get better, more adequate sleep in 7 minutes than I did for the 8 hours of sleep that I had the night before. Sleep is
Man, I
golden.
look
Now, I
forward to that.
fast. For the individuals who fast with me, you've gone through this 72-hour fast. Not only so you go through this fasting process and you ask yourself, "Damn, I'm getting some hard, deep sleep." That's because your body's not processing that bull your body's not processing that stuff anymore, and it's getting to the most important part of the body, which is rest. Now I ain't gotta it's like you're giving your employees a break. Now they can focus on the important stuff. That's what you're doing to your body if you're watching Osmosis Jones a little bit. But in the fasting process, right? If I can tell you, yeah, we can go 3 days without drinking water. Crazy, right? We can go 3 days without eating food. Crazy, right? You will not survive cognitively in the right way of 3 days of no sleep. Do you know how fast your body will break down with the lack of sleep within just 3 days? So what that means is our sleep, to me, if you're going to ask me, is more important than getting the nutrition, than getting the exercise, than getting a lot of those things. Your body needs to rest. I'm Don't even get me started. The industrial age gonna mess it up to where y'all they they slept in separate beds in before the industrial age. Now you're married and you gotta sleep in the same bed with the snoring, sweaty people. You know what? Sleep is important, ladies and gentlemen.
So
Sleep
here
is
we go. We
important.
got pillar number one, detoxify your life. Pillar number two, eat nutrient-rich foods. Pillar number three, hydrate your body. Pillar number four, move your body every day. Pillar number five, get quality sleep. Pillar number six is to eliminate and manage your stress and shift your mindset into a way that makes your life simple.
So this is on mindset. Mindset is one of my favorite subjects as well, and I want to correct Woodsy Woo. Snuggles are very important. Like, damn it, little spoon me. If it's that's a whole 30 minutes. All right, so we're not even gonna get to that. Jamaica needed a nap, girl. If y'all ain't took a nap, take one. But we can talk about all of these great things that you need to do within yourself on detoxing, on sleep, on nutrition, and all the other stuff. But if you don't have the right mindset, then none
Pause.
of
Before you go deep in mindset, I want to give this lady a quick little answer, real quick, so we can get back into mindset. Healthy fats are going to be avocados, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, hemp seeds, flax seeds. The one that I'm looking for, pecans. No,
Mhm.
almonds. That's the word I'm looking for. Almonds. Those are your healthy fats. Get them in a whole food source. Do not eat avocado oil to get fat. Please
Yams.
don't. So
The
that's it.
thicker the yams, those are very
So
beneficial as
that
well. The yams.
that's how you get your body fat. And if you've lost a lot of body fat, it may be because you needed to. As long as you are in that 10 to 15% body fat range, you're golden. I'm as slim as I am. I'm at 13% body fat still.
Um,
So
yeah, yeah. So, going back into the mindset, ladies
yes,
and gentlemen.
thank you.
She say Millie, you don't know what yams are, girl? It's a few things out here in the States. You just going to figure that. Um, mindset, right? I go to the gym, and I had a conversation with a buddy of mine about this today. He's been going to the gym for a year straight now, and he's up at the gym at 5:30 in the morning. Now, mind
No,
you,
no, no,
extra,
no. I wasn't saying
yeah,
no to you.
I see, I know,
I was saying no to the extra oil of olive oil as a healthy
yeah,
fat.
leave that
No.
alone, yeah, leave that alone.
So it is a healthy. So there's a caveat to it. It is a healthy oil,
Hmm.
but all oils are liquid fat. So if you are somebody that is dealing with diabetes, high blood pressure, obesity, all liquid fats are a problem for you.
Yeah.
I digress. Back, please go back.
So my buddy, he doesn't struggle with going to the gym. He'll go to the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning, and for a lot of people, that's hard. He's changed his mindset to go to the gym at 5:30 in the morning, and he told me he's like, man, I can wake up I can wake up and go to the gym at 5:30 easy. It's just my diet that's the issue. I can't have a good diet, and he kept saying I can't, and I'm like, your mindset isn't there. I said somebody's gonna look at your situation and say I can't go to the gym at 5:30 in the morning like you can, but my diet's on point. And it's just like once we take certain words out of our vocabulary, once we stop saying I can't, I don't know how, I don't have the resources, it's not possible, I don't have the ability to. We're already singling ourselves out, and we already take ourselves out of the game. Um, I can give you, coach can give you all the tools that you need to, and his program is so beautiful because At the end of it, when we look into mindset, you no longer need them. To be honest with you, once you develop the mindset of this is who I'm going to be, this is how I'm going to operate. I'm gonna leave them damn Debbie cakes alone. I'm gonna go for these walks. I'm gonna get some good sleep in. I'm gonna follow this program. It becomes your lifestyle. In order to create this lifestyle, you have to change your mindset. Mindset, and then Coach didn't talk about this, and I'm glad I get to do that now in this point. When we talk about detoxing, you also got to detox away from them damn people. Stop calling your ex. We ain't even gonna get to that. Detox away from the music that you listen to the TV that you listen to the shows, to all of the other stuff that has negative connotations that are going to not only bring you into a low space, but it's gonna make you harp on the other things. You have to change your situation, your surroundings to change yourself overall. If you're doing the same things, if you're around the same people, then you should just expect the same results. But because everybody's insane, y'all want different results. Don't look. Can they coach? What she say? Yeah, but I say all of that to say this. Mindset is very important in regards to how you view yourself, what you tell yourself, and the information that you pour into you. Are you taking care of you first, and then everybody else gets what they need to? You only get 100% of you a day. Are you giving yourself that first 20, that first 30, or are you waiting to the end of the night to where you got your batteries at
Five
you get the
percent.
little note, you get that little notification that it say 5% charge your damn
Wayne
battery.
and Wayne used to that one. I'm surprised that we've been on this long without no phone dying.
It say 10% too. It say 10% too. But very important. And journaling. So as you're going through this journey with Coach Rob on this 12 weeks, make sure that you're journaling.
Oh, they
Make sure
have
that
to.
you're yeah, make sure that you're
No, no,
documenting
no, 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 no,
and
no,
different
no, no,
things
no,
like
not.
that.
There is a journal sheet that they are required to fill out every night
Yeah.
because it's about asking them the questions. Because my whole point of the program is to help them shift their mindset, and asking yourself every night the questions that I have are going to help you shift that. One is going to help you look at what's going well in your life because one of the questions is, what are three things what was the most positive thing of the day? Let me pull it up. One of the questions is, what did I do today that was good for my health?
Hmm.
And the last question is, what can I do tomorrow to be better?
Yeah. Yeah, somebody asked, they said, do you think people with mental illnesses can still maintain a healthy mindset? And then they said they got ADHD and an OC. I got it. Look,
Yeah.
I mean, I used to have an ADHD TV, but now it's just well, I bought the kids a UHD TV one. But aside from that, it's all mindset. It's all mindset. Now, although we can um we can be diagnosed with these things, it still will help in the process of if you're focusing on nutrient dense foods, right? So that's why Coach's program is so amazing, because if you're touching on sleep, if you're being reminded of nutrients and all those other different things, then it helps in the process of fighting against that ADHD,
Mm-hmm.
because it's all sugar anyways. So it definitely helps you in that process. So yes, somebody tried to call me.
And I'll add the caveat to that. A healthy mindset for someone that is truly dealing with
Yeah.
mental health issues, their healthy mindset is going to look different for somebody who doesn't. Because a healthy mindset for somebody who does say have ADHD could be simply could be an improvement is, hey, I was able to focus on this thing today. So it's
Mm.
shifts. And one of the ways that I help clients make that shift is during our discovery call, I ask you about your why. Why is it that you want to see your health improve? Why is it important that you improve your health? Why is that thing important to you? And so I'll give an example because we ain't using no names. One of the clients that started with me a couple of weeks ago, she wanted to lose weight and she wanted to reverse her diabetes, but that wasn't her why. After asking more questions of what her biggest fear for her health was, her biggest fear for her health is that she wouldn't be able to have children. So now the question that I helped her see is every time she gets ready to make a decision about what she should eat or whether she should get up and do a workout or whether she should do this or that, is to ask herself, will this activity or lack of this activity help me have a child? it's the most super simple way to shift your mindset. It's because I gave you a frame to look at everything through. And the frame for her now is this going to help me get a track? Just like we were talking about the frame for changing how you eat. Whether when you choose what you're eating, are you looking at it through the frame of I want something that tastes good and makes me feel good? Or am I eating because I want to nourish my body so it can be the best body that it can be so I can feel good?
She
I
said, I
thought
thought
that
it was
Damian Lillard, but God bless.
just don't even I know what you're trying to do, ma'am.
Or
I want to
man or
make
sir.
sure. Yeah, it could be anything. But for the individuals who've stayed on this live, not only do we appreciate y'all, but we had a lot of questions come in. So if you have some of those specific questions in regards to this, definitely throw those in there. Um, yeah, and then somebody, the airplane oxygen mask, always look after you first as you can help others. I love using that analogy all the time. You, in case of emergency, don your mask first and then take care of everybody else.
The
Don't
oxygen
wait for
mask
the emergency
is
to.
overused. I like to use the analogy pouring from an empty cup. And here's why. Most of the people that we're talking to drink coffee.
I feel like you
So
got that from me, but I'm just.
no. So the coffee part. Actually, to be honest, the first time I heard that statement was from my ex-wife.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't pour from an empty cup.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, listen.
It was the very first time I ever heard this statement, and because she had been listening to Ayanna Bonzant for a while or whatever,
I
and
love
so she
that
made the
woman.
statement. But all right, cool. So now I use it. So let's just say you start off your day because you love your cup of coffee, and your boss comes over like, "Hey, I want some coffee," so you give your boss some coffee. Your husband needs some, so you give him some coffee. Kids need some coffee. All right, coworker needs some coffee, and then you go to take a sip. Ain't nothing left in the cup.
And you got everybody else bouncing around the goddamn walls because everybody got coffee and you don't.
That part. You gave them everything else, and then you don't have anything for yourself.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So to rehash for those that are just joining, there are 6 pillars to optimal health. When you focus on building your health around these foundations, these big levers that have a huge impact on your life. I'm not gonna say these little things, big moves.
As coach is naming these off, I want y'all to comment what is the biggest pillar that you struggle with as he's naming these off.
Ooh, love that. Love that interaction. First pillar is detoxify your life. Second pillar is eat nutrient rich foods that are low in calorie. Third pillar is to properly hydrate your body. Fourth pillar, move your body every day. Fifth pillar, get quality sleep. Sixth pillar, focus on mindset, reducing and eliminating stress.
My granny says stress is key for anything else will. And I think
Mm-hmm.
and so I was blessed with unconditional love from my grandmother. She raised me, and that was one of the main things. She seen in me that I was a giver. She said, "You give." She told me 2 things, which still are true to this point. You lose your head if it wasn't attached to you, and you'll give your last dollar to a complete stranger. And because I know that, because I'm that type of person to give so much, I make sure that I have to take care of myself first. But she also harped on the fact, um, picking 2 of them is fine, Millie. You good, but stress the key for anything else will. And because of that, I'm just like, why the hell? I'm gonna die anyway. I might as well not be stressed out about it. So, I we could
So
get all.
since everybody putting theirs in their minds is quality sleep, and part of
Yeah,
it is because of stress. Because
it is.
I unlike Wayne was told that my entire life, but I've been told my entire life you take life too seriously, and I haven't figured out how to not.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a joke. The joke is at the end of it.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
over for sure.
Yeah.
Now
So
Woodsy Woo, you didn't type giveaway a bunch of times. Let me actually see if
she
these messages are going out
she threw it out there a couple times. Um. So we
But
got
I
one
think
and
after the
six.
first two times, it doesn't seem anymore.
Yeah. So for the individuals who are
Yep,
getting on
you
here,
got it.
and you're telling me I'm not getting quality sleep, um, I'm not detoxifying my body. What do you think? Because for the individuals who have given us what your barriers are, what do you think that you can do? What do you think you can do today to just be one step closer to helping that process out, detoxifying your body, getting better sleep, whatever the case is? What do you think you could do? um because very easy steps in some of these, they're just shifts if anything
Yeah.
else. Yeah, I always like to do habit stacking. If you struggle with sleep, then the habit is, okay, well, what do you do is there something that you do? I need a 72-hour fast. Hey, I'll probably be doing one on the first, so y'all let me know. But with quality sleep, I would say one of the first things that you could do is start scheduling, make an alarm for not when you wake up, but for when you're supposed to go to sleep.
Ooh, I'm glad you said that. One thing that I've learned from watching a bunch of videos, I'm testing it out right now,
The videos you be
is
watching. Oh, never mind.
um, it's the old boy humor man. I forget his first name. It is to go to sleep as early as you possibly can, and then wake up when your body wakes up. Don't wake up to an alarm. Wake up, sleep until your body wakes up naturally.
Now, although that might be true, because I've talked to people a lot about this, because I tell people to take naps. Now, they take a nap and their body will shut the hell down for an hour and a half, 2 hours, because they ain't had good quality sleep in 6 years. So to that, I will say you have to build up to that point. You have to build up towards getting your body in the process of, and I would say for the first 10 days, yes, set the alarm, make sure you're having, okay, I'm sleeping 8 hours for sure. This is my 8 hour window of sleep. I have to be asleep before the start time of this, and then I wake up around this time. In the event that I want to sleep longer, then the alarm will wake me up and then I can go from it. But you have to train your body to get you to that process to where you can just wake up, because I'm so aware of my surroundings. I always know what time it is. I always know what time it is. Which means my body internally knows what time it is all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter if I travel or whatever the case is. I look at the clock. I know it's fired. It's 2 hours. But because my body is so in tune with what it is that I need to do, with how much sleep I can tell my body right now, hey, I'm gonna get a good 15 in. Sure enough, I wake up 15 minutes. Not even lying. I'm
Yeah,
not even lying.
I ain't that good because when I nap, I'm out. But that's also because I don't get very good quality sleep at night.
What do you
What
do
do you
when
do when you feel like you are always astral traveling in your sleep and wake up tired? How do you remedy that? I'll leave that to you, Wayne, because I have not reached the astral traveling
if
plane. I'm still stuck down here on Earth.
if you find yourself astral traveling all the time and you're not necessarily getting adequate rest, then okay, one, for sure naps are always going to be in your favor, because you won't be able to quote unquote astral travel within those small naps. You set your alarm for 15 minutes and you take that nap. Another thing that you need to do to calm your mind, aside from the sleep, is just meditate. Meditate in the process of, don't listen to anything while you're meditating. A lot of people have to listen to something. A lot of people, whether it's frequencies, whether it's affirmations, whatever the case is, meditate in complete silence. Meditate in complete silence. Allow those thoughts to do what they do naturally, which are just go. You are under a bridge. Cars are going by. The cars are your thoughts. You can either pay attention to all the cars that are going by, or you can just let them do what they do naturally. And then you just sit there in your space, you sit there in your breath, you meditate, you relax. Give your mind, your body, your spirit time to relax in that process of. So if you were just to astral travel, I would say write it down and see what you can do about hacking into that. It's a powerful tool. And if you can get through the process, start asking yourself questions before you go to sleep. Start giving your mind task to do while you're asleep. So when you start astral travel, you could probably figure out how to win the damn lottery if you're good enough. Give me $1 is all I ask, but use that to its benefit. A lot of people try to get away from their gifts. That's a beautiful gift to have. Some people don't even dream. You know, some people can't think, some people can't imagine stuff in their heads. I don't know. It's the weirdest thing.
So, we can have that conversation tomorrow on Minds of Meaning, because I have a very hard time visualizing
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
I have a pretty vivid imagination at times, but for whatever reason, when it comes to visualizing, it can be a challenge. And even journaling before bedtime doesn't really help. So much information comes through, it's crazy. I can imagine with you, Nubia. You be journaling, you eating high vibrational foods. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You in there with it.
Yeah.
So if anything that myself or Wayne has said resonates with you, comment the word giveaway for your chance to win a spot in my 12-week coaching program. And if you like, I got it. I don't need to be given a spot. Book your discovery call now, because until the end of the giveaway, which is Friday, I am giving not 75%, 25% off of the coaching program.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody said I would like to add meditation to my habits. Let me talk to y'all about
Hold on, but before you give your reason, I'll tell you what I do to keep my mind situated in meditation. Grab a mala or use a mantra. What is a
what's a
mala?
mom.
It is they're similar to rosary beads.
Hmm.
So you see a lot of people wearing them now. They have a little tassel at the end. They're long. You can use a beaded bracelet, but a mala has 108 beads. 108, and you know numerology with 9. 108 is the number of completion, and all these other spiritual reasons for the mala. However, giving your mind something to focus on has helped me. Now my mind runs a million miles a minute, so I'm still working on my meditation. However, mantras, repeating the same word repetitively, has helped, and using the mala has helped to give my mind something to focus on, so that it is not running in every which direction.
Here's my advice to that. What does the mind do naturally? It thinks. What does the mind do when we're asleep? Miss Nubian, she already pointed out, she astro traveling, she converting time into energy and doing all this other stuff while she sleeps. The mind will always do what the mind does naturally. Now, the beautiful thing about this is the mind is separate from self. Two entirely different things, right? So self focusing on mind will have you thinking about everything, but self is just allowing mind to do what it does naturally, which is just it. The thoughts are going to go. Don't focus on the thoughts. Just allow the thoughts to do what they do naturally, which
Yeah,
is
see,
just think.
I hear that because I've read the book that say just treat the thoughts like leaves on a stream, just let them
Uh-huh.
float away. However, my thoughts come up and they hook me. All right, so um,
Well,
what was it?
with
Men.
that,
Okay, so Enchantress Cast is it's not strictly for men. 90% of my client are women.
well, with what you were saying, Coach, as far as your thoughts uppercutting you,
No, it's more like a fish hook. And I'm
yeah.
pulled out the.
Yeah, yeah, I get that. I get that. You feel yourself being pulled from a peaceful space, and it does happen. But I will say that you have to imagine yourself flowing through that space. Even if you're being pulled, are you going to resist, or are you just going to let it flow like it naturally does? So if we're sitting at a beach and you're sitting in the beach meditating, then yeah, the waves are going to crash and flow, but you got to flow and crash with them. So
You know, so
as
for me, a thought will come up. Let's just say I'm sitting here, and a thought will come up that reminds me of my children.
Mhm.
And instead of me just letting it flow, it'll hook me, and now I'm going down the rabbit hole of, oh, I haven't seen them. Oh, I would love to. Oh, I wonder how. Oh, and so it just
and
keeps.
what I'm telling you is imagine the thoughts as waves. Imagine those thoughts, and then even if you're brought down into the water, then create a beautiful scenario where you're just floating in the water. You know, you have to use that imagination to its benefit, just like Nubia. It's like you create the narrative. At the end of the day, we can't control our thoughts. We cannot control our thoughts. So we need to stop trying to control our thoughts. The moment you start trying to control your thoughts, they're really going to start acting up. Just allow them to do what they do and be in a space of peace. Peace is presence. Peace is presence in the sense of this is where I'm at right now. And I know all of these things I got going on are hard and rough and all those other different things, but this is where I'm at right now. And we continue to, and I know this and that and the bills and all of that, but this is where I'm at right now. And I know that, but this is where I'm at right now. And I continue to go through that process of I am present in this space. Everything is going on all at once. This whole entire world is rotating and all this, but I'm the only one still in this process. So it is a technique. It is not something we get overnight. It is a technique.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So
I definitely, I've been practicing meditation for 15, almost 20
yeah.
years now, and I'm still trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
But for those who are here for healing and help, there are 6 pillars, there are 6 levers that you can pull that will have a massive impact in your life. Detoxifying your life, eating nutrient-rich foods that are low in calorie, moving your body every day, hydrating your body, getting quality sleep, and managing your stress and mindset.
Yeah.
When you do all of these, if you hit every point on this wheel, you have a solid foundation for you to build a healthy quality of life as you get older. Because I'm not talking, yes, I'm talking to the 18-year-olds, I'm talking to the 20-year-olds, I'm talking to them 30-year-olds. However, most of the people in my audience are 35 and older. So that means your younger years are gone. It's over with. It's,
I just turned
it, it,
35.
it, it's
No,
over with.
I'm still
It's over
young.
with. At this point, if you do not start to take care of your body, all of the societal norms that you hear about when folks talk about they hitting 35 and now they knees just all of a sudden or they back just all of a sudden and things just ain't doing what they used to, that's because it's letting you know that for the last 35 years you ain't been taking care of nothing.
I just hate when I see people I went to high school with. I'm like, ooh, don't tell nobody we went to high school together because you don't look the way I look. Your
Man,
35 does not look.
I just had my 25th high school reunion, and I was looking at some of those pictures because I didn't go. And I will say, because
Telling
some of them are in my audience, I will just say, I could not recognize most of them people.
ladies and gentlemen, one of my favorite terms to use is the fact that Golden Girls and the women in Sex and the City were the same age. So take that and run with it. Ta- they lost their Meganese. Look, they probably never had them to be honest with you.
Well, I mean, also for those that like they live hard lives. Well, most people don't know. Not most people. The American school system is not set up to teach you to be healthy, just
Hmm.
like it's not set up to teach you to be wealthy. It is designed to put you and make you a cog in the wheel to keep the people that are wealthy and that are on top and wealthy. Because it is crazy to me that I have to teach people about nutrition and what it is correct to eat to have good health. And the reason why that is because here in America, we have foods that are illegal to be sold in other countries. So what do these food companies do so that they can still make profit? They change the ingredients. If and I will give you Heinz ketchup. I want everybody on here right now to go Google Heinz ketchup ingredients, United States versus UK. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it right now, just so y'all can see.
Look, while you was researching stuff, I was researching stuff too. I done found Coach Shay's Instabook, her little Faceagram. Because first she said she was 70 something. Now she says she 40. She got good skin. I appreciate a woman with good skin. We
Oh,
just
that's always a beautiful thing.
take care of yourself, people. Take care of
So
yourself.
I'm gonna read these ingredients real quick, and if you with me, and if anything that real quick, I need to do a room check. If anything that me and or Wayne has said resonates with you, drop a 2 in the comment section
Or just any emoji, an emoji, a
or
2,
any emoji.
something like that.
Yeah, drop. If anything we've said resonates, drop an emoji in the comment section while I read off this list of ingredients to you.
Sad. It's systematically aiding disease,
Disease.
death, or the
I love
standard
that.
American diet
American diet.
is.
Yes,
Mm,
but I like that. I've never seen the systematically aiding disease
mm,
before. So the
mm,
standard American diet is systematically aiding in disease. I love that.
mm,
Okay,
mm.
U.S. version: tomato concentrate, distilled vinegar, high fructose corn syrup, more corn syrup, salt, spice, onion powder, natural flavoring. Heinz ketchup, UK version: tomatoes, spirit vinegar, sugar, salt, spices, and herb extract. They have to use real sugar instead of high fructose corn syrup. That's not the only one. I use that as an example because it's the easiest one to find on the internet. But if one food company is allowed to do it, what makes you think the others are not? Eating red number this or blue number that or all of these different chemical compounds. And the reason why they do it is because it's cheap.
Can't even get clean ketchup no more. You can if you make it your damn self. Then you know what the
Part.
ingredients are.
That
Yeah.
part is it's super easy to make a lot of the things that we take.
Getting a lot of emojis in here. I'm glad we could be of assistance, y'all. You know, because a lot of time, because the one thing you can't get back is time. So the fact that y'all are here doing whatever it is that you're doing, and you felt the need to watch this, and you stayed here, and these messages resonated with y'all, we really do appreciate y'all.
For
Like
sure.
I said, the main focus of this live was to not only give you information, but just to give y'all a conversation in regards to Coach Rob's giveaway. If you've not already, type in giveaway in the messages so you can be in that giveaway for it, or just the fact that he also has a 20% off his program for that. We are going to be doing Minds of Men tomorrow.
At
So
9
in regard
p.m.
at,
Eastern Standard Time.
yeah, same bet time,
Same,
bet whatever he be like.
same back time, same back channel, but this ain't the day for that.
Yeah. So if y'all have any questions, comments, and concerns in regards to his program, reach out to him specifically. So that he can get those questions answered to you, so they can get you set up. Look, and if you don't know me, damn it, I'm a mindset coach more so than anything else. I'm an integrative health coach. Set up your appointments, set up your consultations with me. Links are in the bios. I got some products on my website that I just launched in regards to herbal teas, herbal blends, herbal capsules. I got my first shipment going out yesterday, actually. So
There you go.
yeah, yeah,
There you
yeah.
go. Love it, man. Love it, love it, love it. So yeah, man. So I appreciate you sharing your time with me.
Ain't no
Appreciate
problem,
you answering
bro.
questions with me, man. I appreciate every last one of you who asked questions, who came into the room. Hey,
That was
Auntie D, ding that
yeah.
bell. What's
Auntie
happening?
D was in here. Auntie.
Yeah, I'm just realizing that she was in here, man. I met her through a business coach that I was working with. I actually need to reach out to D. But if you need help, help is available for you. I'm not going to convince you. I'm not going to talk you into it. Comment the word giveaway if you feel like you need a free spot. If you don't want a free spot and you like, hey, I still need the help, comment the word program or send me a DM and we'll start that conversation. Because anyone that enrolls in the course on their own while the giveaway is going on is going to receive a 25% discount, price reduction. A 25% price reduction. Like that's a quarter of how much the investment is going to be. I want to know more about this program. Once you click the link, you're going to be sent some emails, or you're going to you'll get a couple emails, and in those series of emails that you're going to get is a video to talking about with the more details of the program. So I'll be straightforward. It's the program has 4 core components. The first component is a meal plan for 12 weeks. The second component are follow along workouts to get you up and moving. The third component is accountability by having access to me in weekly check ins. The fourth component are strategy sessions where we co create what your life is going to look like, implementing the new habits that you want to have. And I will get some sleep. Once they come fix this I will get a little bit more sleep than I have over the last few days. I appreciate you for that, Shayla. I know I need sleep.
This good skin. All right.
All right,
I got a meeting in 30.
no worries. Yeah,
So
I got one at right now. So I'll holler at y'all in a minute. Peace.